Restore Thrive, we're back. Welcome guys to the new Cummings Family Fitness Center. And today we just want to give you a quick primer because we have a lot of questions from folks about when to use different mobility drills. When do we do some things like working with the band versus when do we do some compression work with something like a barbell or a foam roll. So very quickly, what we recommend is that you do something more active to warm up, because what we're trying to do is prime the pump, get some blood flow into the system, start to warm up those primary patterns of movement to get you ready for your workout. So what we're going to go over today is how to warm up the front of the hip, and this can be really helpful before we do anything that involves stepping, lunging, getting that full hip extension, if we're deadlifting, if we're going to be doing any sort of Olympic lifting, whether that's a power clean where we need that triple extension, or whether we're going to be getting into a catch position and then jerking into that split stance as well. We want to make sure we have that full hip opening. So one of our favorites here is we grab a monster band, step in here, put this around the back of our hip. This is really great for you guys who are desk athletes as well, who are sitting all day and getting short through the front of your hip. Get back in that lunge shape with that banded leg behind you. Make sure your pelvis is square, squeeze your butt on this back side, and make sure your toes are pointed straight ahead. And then you're just going to come in and out of this lunge position, keep your butt on, keep your abs tight, 15 to 20 reps. We want high repetition to really, again, prime that pump, get some blood flow into the hip. We do that on both sides. Now, as far as rolling goes, when we want to add compression work in, especially if we're just doing something more passive, like a foam roll type of exercise, or whether we're doing something with a barbell, we recommend doing that at the end, because what we're doing there is very similar to a massage. Think about what happens after you have a massage. You don't feel like going out and sprinting. You're probably not going to go attempt like your heaviest deadlift. What you are going to feel like is very relaxed. So we want to reserve your soft tissue work with a foam roll or a barbell or some other sort of implement like a ball for the end of your workout. So we're going to show you today one of our new toys we have here in the gym. This is Pain Pill from the folks at Kabuki Strength. And what we're going to do is take this 45-pound bad boy and work on the high hip. Now, especially if we've been lunging, if we've been stepping, if we've been doing a lot of work that involves this front side, just laying this over the front of the hip, especially that high hip, and keeping some pressure here, and just letting those muscles relax. Right now I can feel my body just tightening up to try to keep this piece of steel from getting deeper into my quad. But the longer I can leave this here and just take those good inhale, exhale breaths, that feels pretty awful. What we're going to find is that muscle's finally going to give up. That tension is going to let go, and that's going to allow you to move a little more freely through the rest of your day and recover a little bit faster as well. So usually this takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes they'll take a bit longer if you're really holding on tight, sometimes a little bit shorter if you've got some experience with just breathing through this pain. So those are our recommendations as far as warm up and cool down. Remember, we want to move through warm up and through a full range of motion, cool down. We want that soft tissue work to calm the system down. We hope you guys find this useful, and we'll talk to you again soon.